So, hello everyone, my name is Vaibhav and where is this pen? Yeah, so hello everyone, my name is Vaibhav and this particular video we are going to complete our first chapter of class 11th computer science, which is Python fundamentals. Okay, so first we will be understanding what are we going to study in this particular chapter, and after that we will be giving one by one, I will be giving explanation one by one to each topic. So our first topic is tokens. Tokens, it seems like it is a very short topic. What is token? It is the smallest unit of a program, but actually everything that we write in Python is a token, and everything in Python is made up of tokens. What are the tokens? It is smallest unit of a program. What is smallest unit? Suppose we are learning English language or any particular language, so the characters that we use in that particular language are known, can be classified or can be understood as tokens. So it is like that. So first we will be studying what our first topic is. Yeah. What is Python? First we can see the definition is written over here, and one by one we will be understanding all the technical details of this particular definition. Python is a high level. So Python is a high level language. What are languages? So first we need to understand that. So in order to understand that, first we will be studying about computer languages, So computer languages are of two types. First one is high level languages and second one is low level languages. And what are high level and what are low level languages? Now the question arises. Okay, so all the languages that are human understandable, that languages comes in the category of high level language. That language comes in the category of high level languages, and after that these are called high level languages, and after that low level. High level languages, programming language. Which languages? Programming languages comes under the category of high level language, and the second type of languages are low level languages or machine languages, and these languages are particularly machine understandable or computer understandable. I hope up to this point it is very clear to all of us. So as I have said that high level languages are machine understandable human understandable. So how computers or machines are able to understand the programs written inside high level languages? The question arises. Okay, actually computers don't understand anything in any particular programming language. We use a translator. Suppose a person sitting next to me is a person which speaks only Chinese. He doesn't understand English or Hindi or any particular language. So how will I communicate with that person? The solution is we will be using a translator. So I will speak something in my particular language, the translator will translate it into his particular language, and after that he will be understanding in that particular thing. Okay, I hope up to this point it is clear to everyone. Okay, so the scenario is very similar to here also. Okay, so high level languages we understand, low level languages computer understands. Okay, so we use a translator. In order to communicate with the computer or convert high level languages code, high level languages program to machine understandable or low level or binary code. These are the other classification. We can classify these things later, machine code and all that. So high level language. So what is the example? Python, C++. These languages comes in the category of high level languages. I hope up to this point it is very clear to all of us. And what is this translator? What is this translator used? Or okay, so there comes a translator. So translator is either a compiler or an interpreter. A translator is either a compiler or an interpreter, which we are going to study. I hope up to this point it is very clear to all of you. So we write a program in a high level language and we use a compiler or interpreter to convert it into a low level languages or machine understandable code, or a code that machine can understand. In our smaller classes we have seen that computer only understand what? 0 and 1. Computer only understands 0 and 1. So are these computer languages or computer understandable language are examples of zeros and ones, or they are in the form of zeros and ones? Yes, it is in the form of zeros and ones. There are classifications also in that particular thing only. Okay. So now we will be moving on to our next topic. Yeah. So we have understood about high level. So computer is a high level or low level, sorry, Python is a high level or low level language, Python is a high level language. After that we have studied that it is a interpreted general purpose dynamic programming language. This dynamic will come afterwards. That focus on code readability. The syntax in Python programming language is in a very fewer steps. Okay. So Python is basically considered as a very easy programming language syntax wise. Okay, syntax इसका बहुत ज़्यादा easy नहीं, it is not that hard that you have to put a semicolon over here, you have to put a not that hard. It is a very considered as a very easy language. So after that we will be studying about character set. What is a character set? Suppose we are learning a particular language. Suppose we are learning English language. So in every particular language there is some set of characters. For every particular language there are some set of characters that we use in that particular language. Okay. So just like that, Python also comprises of that set of characters that are valid to a programming language or Python programming language. So the set of characters that are valid to a programming languages are known as character set for that particular programming language, and if they are valid for Python programming language, those characters comes under the Python character set. So what are the Python character set? It is a bunch of identifying elements in the Python programming language. This is the character set. First we will be having an letters A to Z, 0 to 9, special symbols and all, white spaces and other characters. Python can process all 256 ASCII and Unicode. It can process basically all ASCII and Unicode is basically an encoding system. We will be studying that. What is token or lexical unit? Lexical unit is also a term which is used for tokens. So in this particular chapter majorly we will be studying about tokens. What are tokens and why we use tokens in any particular programming language. Okay. So tokens in Python, the smallest individual unit, or in any programming language the smallest individual unit is known as tokens. What are the smallest individual unit? Suppose we are writing some program, to print something on the console. We have written like this, print, and after that we have written over here hello, print hello. This program will do nothing, this will just print the output on our screen. Okay. So after writing this program, if we try to break things in smaller characters, so print will be there, this will be there, this string will be, and this. So all these smallest units that we can uniquely identify or इनको हम अलग कर सकते हैं. So these small units are known as what? These are known as tokens in program. These are known as tokens. I hope this is clear to everyone. So as we can see the definition, individual elements that are identified by the programming language are called what? Are called tokens. Individual units यानी कि छोटे units, smallest individual unit that is understandable or used by the program are called tokens. What are the types of lexical units? There are 5 major types of lexical units or programs or tokens. As we can see that majorly we are going to study these 5 things in this particular chapter. So our first one is keyword, second is identifier, third literal, operators and punctuator. One by one we will be going to study all of that topic. So what is a keyword? Our first topic is what is a keyword. Keyword, as the explanation is inside the name also, keyword, which is a key. Okay. What is a keyword? Keyword is a word that carries a special meaning to the Python compiler. We have understood about the compiler also. I hope this is clear to everyone. Keywords are also called the reserved words. These are having special meaning to the Python language or language compiler. Keywords are having the special meaning to the language compiler. These words are known as keywords, which carry special meaning to the Python interpreter. I hope up to this point it is very clear to all of us. Okay. So next one is some keywords of Python language. We can see these are the keywords and, assert, break, class, def. These are the keywords which are used for different purposes. These are also keywords, import, lambda. What is an identifier? So identifier that is used to identify what? Identify a class, function or variable. I hope this is very clear to all of us. A word that is used to identify a class, function, variable, module or other objects that we will be using in Python program are known as identifier. Identifier जो किसी चीज को आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए यूज हो, किस चीज को? क्लास, फंक्शन, वेरिएबल, लिस्ट, टपल, इन सब को जो हम लोग नाम देते हैं. सपोज वी आर क्रिएटिंग अ वेरिएबल टू स्टोर अ नेम इज इक्वल्स टू xyz. xyz is suppose someone's name. So name is a variable that is used to store someone's name. Variable name is name. So that name which you have given, it requires some rules. We cannot say like 1 2 3 is equals to someone's name like xyz. We cannot do that in Python. So there are certain rules that we need to understand in order to give names to the variables. What are those rules? First one is, what are the Python naming convention? An identifier can be combination of lowercase, uppercase 0 to 9. Okay, lowercase, uppercase characters and 0 to 9 numbers. Second rule is we cannot start the name with the number. It should always be a letter, and special characters are not allowed except underscore. Underscore can be used as a name of identifier. It can be used anywhere, like in front of also, and at any place underscore is used. An identifier should not begin with a number. This I have seen. And Python is a case sensitive language, and this behavior extends to the identifier. Suppose case sensitive. Suppose we have created a variable naming age is equals to 30 and age is equals to 30. So these both age variables will refer to some other memory locations where age is some other variable and small age is some other variables, because this is treated as a case sensitive thing. Okay, it is a case sensitive. What? Identifier names are case sensitive in Python. Next, you cannot use Python keywords as identifier. Suppose we have seen that if is a keyword. So if we write if is equals to 12, what is the meaning of this to the compiler? Python does not understand, or the compiler creates confusion between like it is the if for Python syntax or it is the variable name. So it creates a confusion. That is why we do not use an keyword name as an identifier. Okay. Next one is you can use underscore to separate multiple words in your identifier. For example, my file is written over here. We can write it as my underscore file is equals to xyz or something. This name is very much valid in Python programming language. So what are literals? As we have seen that identifiers are not fixed. So what are literals? Literals are basically fixed values. Or constant. As we can see in the definition of literals are also called constants or constant values. That values will never change during the execution of the program. Values never change during the execution of the program. ऐसी वैल्यूज जो प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूशन के दौरान चेंज नहीं होती हैं, इन वैल्यूज को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? लिटरल्स. ओके. नेक्स्ट वन इज टाइप ऑफ लिटरल्स. फर्स्ट वन इज स्ट्रिंग लिटरल्स, न्यूमेरिक लिटरल्स, बुलियन लिटरल्स, स्पेशल लिटरल एंड लिटरल कनेक्शन. लिटरल कलेक्शंस. I don't know how to place it somewhere else. This is the literal collections over here. So first we will be studying about what is string. String is a sequence of letters enclosed in quotes, or it will be very good if we say that string is a sequence of characters. String is a sequence of characters in Python, and what Python supports both single and double quotation marks. So for writing strings we can use single quotation marks. Suppose xyz, this is a string, this is also a string, okay. And representation, how do we represent a string? So suppose s is equals to hello Python, we have written a string